As a former IELTS examiner teaching in Vietnam for nearly 10 years, I see the same mistakes again and again. If you're a Vietnamese learner, chances are you're making at least one of these right now, and it could be stopping you from reaching a Band 7. I've taught IELTS speaking to hundreds of Vietnamese learners, and I know exactly which problems come up most often in the exam room. In this video, I'll show you the 7 most common mistakes Vietnamese students make in IELTS speaking, and I'll give you quick fixes for each one. Let's get started. Mistake number 1 is memorized responses. Vietnamese students often love to prepare long, memorized answers, but examiners can hear it instantly. It sounds unnatural, and you lose marks for fluency and coherence. For example, think of a Part 1 question. Do you like reading? There are many reasons why people like reading. First and foremost, it broadens their horizons. Secondly, it helps them escape daily stress. Finally, it improves vocabulary. That sounds robotic, right? And that's probably going to hurt your score. The fix is to use a flexible framework like my 3S+1 method. State, support, share, and speak naturally. It keeps your answers structured, but still natural. Plus, it's flexible and adaptable to almost all Part 1 questions. Mistake number 2 is overusing very. I hear it all the time. Very good, very big, very interesting. It makes your vocabulary sound basic. The movie was very good. The movie was hilarious. The movie was heartbreaking. The fix is to learn natural intensifiers, words like absolutely or incredibly, or to use more precise adjectives. That's what examiners need to give you a higher score, and it will make your English sound so much more advanced. Mistake number 3 is flat intonation. Now, Vietnamese is a tonal language, but in English, intonation works differently. Many students speak in a flat, monotone voice, and it sounds robotic. Listen to this. I went to the park. It was nice. I met my friends, and we had a great time together. I went to the park. It was nice. I met my friends, and we had a great time together. How do we fix this? Practice stressing important words and letting your voice rise and fall. Listen to native speakers and listen closely for what their natural intonation is, and then mirror it. Before we go to number 4, I know that sometimes it's hard to grade yourself. If you want to check your own speaking weaknesses, comment free down below and I'll send you my free IELTS Speaking Self-Assessment Checklist. It highlights exactly which areas you need to improve. Fluency, vocabulary, grammar, or pronunciation, so you can focus your study and stop wasting time. Let's continue. Mistake number 4 is giving one-sentence answers. This is very common in Vietnam because students are shy. But if you only give one sentence, you cannot score a Band 7. Take the Part 1 question, do you like reading? Yes, I like reading. Yes, I like reading, especially in the evenings. Lately, I've been reading historical novels because I learned something from them. The fix? Always expand your answers with example and emotions. For Part 1, I teach my students the 3S+1 method. In Part 2, my students use the triple E method. Explain, give an example, and add emotion. Whichever method you like and that works effectively for you, the key is always expanding your answer. Mistake number 5 is translating directly from Vietnamese. For example, students say, I go to play football because in Vietnamese you say, đi đá bóng. But in English we would say, I play football. The fix is to stop translating word for word. Instead, you can use native media to learn English in chunks. Things like play football, take a break, or catch a bus. This will make your speaking more natural and native-like. Mistake number 6 is using rare vocabulary incorrectly. Now, I know many Vietnamese students love to memorize lists of Band 9 words. I hear it. Words like ameliorate or notwithstanding. But when you use them wrong without an awareness of how they are naturally used, it can actually hurt your score. Listen, this helped me ameliorate my sadness. This helped me cheer up. The fix is to use everyday natural English in more precise words, not rare words that you don't fully understand. Finally, mistake number 7 is freezing in part 2. Many students panic when they get a cue card topic that they don't like or they don't know about. They look down, they say nothing, and the 2 minutes pass in silence. The fix is to practice 1-minute planning methods like writing down keywords or using a structure such as triple E. Remember, the points on the cue card are just suggestions. They are not rules. The worst thing you can do is freeze. Speak about the topic and give a full 2 minutes. So those are the 7 most common mistakes I hear Vietnamese students make. Memorize templates, overusing very, flat intonation, 1-sentence answers, translating from Vietnamese, rare vocabulary mistakes, and freezing in part 2. Which of these mistakes do you make? Comment below. I'd love to know. If you found this video helpful or that it gave you value, leave me a like, give me a subscribe. And I always love to hear from my viewers. Until next time, happy studies.